As long as the bottle doesn't burst and the ink fully thaws, does freezing damage ink in any way? You know, I can't really speak to every single ink that's out there. You know, there may be some inks with some, you know, properties that, you know, some of the properties may be affected by freezing. I don't know. I can't think of anything specifically that I know that if it freezes, it is not the same ink anymore, or like it is harmed in some way. All the ink that I know that if it freezes, as long as it thaws back out, as long as it doesn't break the bottle and leak everywhere, that's pretty much the biggest, you know, problem when you have when freezing. But as long as you are using the ink, you know, just like normal, and you know, the bottle doesn't break or anything, you can freeze it and then thaw it back out and it's fine, and you can just keep on using it. So, you know, that's one thing. A lot of people get scared about buying ink in the wintertime because it might freeze, and the biggest fear of that is if it freezes in transit, bottle breaks, ruins everything else in the package. We try to combat that as much as possible here. We actually don't get that many breakages due to freezing in the wintertime. I mean, we do get some, but by percentage kind of all the ink that we're sending out, it's really not that much. You know, it's really got to freeze pretty well, and most of the ink bottles usually do okay because they have kind of extra space in most of them for it to be a problem. Diming is actually one of the tougher ones just because that bottle shape tends to break a little bit more in the wintertime, especially up in Canada and some of the, you know, northern US areas. But even still, by percentage, it's not that bad. But what we try to do is combat that, so we'll try to package it up in a way that if it were to break, it wouldn't ruin everything else in the package, especially in the wintertime. You know, we'll use stretch wrap and wrap the ink separately from other things, and do stuff like that to try to combat that, so that if it does happen, it's not, you know, it's contained anyway. So, you know, those are neat little things we do. But yeah, in general though, you can freeze it and thaw it back out and keep on using it. So yeah.